Hi guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I'm so excited to share this with you. This is going to be a natural looking contour that's good for going out or wearing every day. I am going to do my wedding makeup tutorial next, so if you want to see that, please subscribe below and follow me on Instagram. My blog Instagram is at the Olivia Hadley, and I'm also on Facebook under that same name. So please keep watching if you want to see how to create this natural contour look. So to start today, we're going to use the Tarte Poreless Primer. This is really mattifying and creates a great base for foundation, especially if you're oily. So I'm just using my fingers to melt this into my skin. It kind of has a silicone feel, but it's really smooth, and a little bit of product goes a really long way. Alright, so once that's all rubbed in, I'm going to take my Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation in the shade Light Medium. And I just squirt a little bit of this onto my hand. And then I'm going to use the MAC 170 stippling brush. I'm just going to press this into my skin. And this is my go-to for everyday foundation. It's so full coverage, but it also feels really light and moussey on your skin. So it's really nice to wear every day, but it's also good for an event if you want a little bit more full coverage. So this is what it looks like. All right. Now I like to start with light for my contour. So I'm going to go in with Tarte Shape Tape in light medium and just do the sections that I want light but not super, super bright. So I'm going to do a little bit on my forehead. I kind of make a little triangle with lines. I'm going to do down the center of my nose. The same type of triangle lines on my chin. Along my jawline. And then I'm going to take the same Shape Tape but in the shade Light, so it's a little bit lighter, and I'm just going to do that under my eye. And I like to make upside down L. So at this point you should look like a tribal princess. So then I go in with the same stippling brush from MAC, the 170 brush, and I'm just going to press that into my skin. So again, you're not really rubbing in circles, you're just kind of dabbing it until it blends into the foundation. Alright, so after you have the light on your face, we're going to go in with the contour, the dark. So first I'm using a cream contour stick. It's MAC and it's Studio Fix Perfecting Stick in the shade NW45. So this is actually like a concealer, but I use it as a cream contour. So first we're going to do cheekbones. So you're going to start kind of so far up near your ear and make a line like this, and don't be afraid to get really heavy with it because this blends in so easy. And you're going to make a line where your cheekbones are, but then kind of curve it up towards the end, as you can see, like how I did. That'll just kind of sculpt your cheeks in a little bit more. Then I always do my jawline, so you're going to start in the middle of your chin and then draw all the way like this. And then if you want to, you can kind of go down the neck, but I like to just more do that with bronzer. Then I'm going to do my forehead. So I like to just make little X's on the top and then kind of down your temples. And then I do a little bit of nose contour, so I'm going to go down the center of my nose and then just a little bit on the bottom, like that. Alright, so it looks scary, but it's not, I promise. So then you're going to take the same brush. I use the same brush for everything. You can do different brushes. It probably gets a little bit muddy on there, but it works for me. So first I always start with the neck just so I don't forget to do that. And you're going to blend it down. So never blend it back up towards your face. Always go down your neck. And this is going to create the illusion of a shadow under your jaw and make your neck look a little skinnier. So if you have a double chin, like I sometimes do, it will go away. It's magical. All right, then I like to do my forehead. So the forehead, I do kind of sometimes make circular motions just because I'm trying to blend it up into my hairline to make it look as natural as possible. And as you can see, this stuff just disappears with the touch of a brush. I mean, it's so creamy, it just blends in perfectly. All right, so once that's done, for your cheeks, you want to blend up. So you're not going to blend down towards your jaw. You're going to blend up like this, and with little strokes, you're just trying to carve out your cheekbones. And I like to blend this in the least, just so it kind of keeps that defined line, but it still basically goes away. All right, now finally we're gonna just do a little bit down the nose. Do you see how easy that just like disappears? It's the nicest thing ever. And then under the nose. All right, so now that we have the cream contour done, I'm gonna set it with some powder. So first, I'm gonna actually set my light. So we're gonna do what they call baking. So I'm gonna take the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and then I use the Tarte Beauty Blender. It's like I think it's like Beauty Sponge. So I just take it with the pointy end, press it into the powder. You should have about this much on. And then I just start here. So you're gonna put the pointy tip like under your eye and press like this all the way to your temple. So same thing on the other side, press it in. Voila. And then if you want to, you can do a little bit on the jawline as well. So what you're doing here is just setting the light parts of your face and making it so your concealer doesn't really crease under your eyes and it looks flawless all day. So now I'm gonna take this brush. It's Sephora and it's 201 powder and blush brush. So one side it's really fluffy, the other side it kind of has like an angle, but it's also pretty fluffy. This is my favorite brush and it's so nice because if you're traveling and you have like two brushes in one. So while this is sitting on my face, I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna use the Tarte Park Ave Princess Waterproof Bronzer. So this is very matte and I used this on my wedding day because it was waterproof. So I'm using the powder end of this, so the more fluffy one. And I'm just putting this right on top of where I put the cream concealer. Then I'm gonna blend this up to my temples and all over my forehead. And then same on the other side. And then also with this, I'm gonna take it along my jaw and blend down your neck. You always wanna blend it because you don't wanna have one of those scary foundation lines. Oh, middle school, right? I feel ya. All right, now that that's done, that's kind of more of the contour bronzer. Now we're gonna go in with like a bronzy bronzer to kind of warm up your face. So I like this MAC Delphic. It's really pretty. It has a little bit more of a sheen than the Tarte Park Ave Princess, but it's not like a glittery bronzer at all. That doesn't look good on me. So this is like more of a warm terracotta shade compared to the kind of matte brown, as you can see the difference. So with this, I don't go as heavy, just like a few taps. I'm just gonna blend this in, same brush. This just warms up your face a little bit. All right, now we're just gonna let that bake for a few more minutes. All right, now that this is basically done, I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush. This is just one that I got in a big set. And you're just gonna swipe this away. Nice. All right, Now that everything is set and nice, I'm going to go in with a little bit of blush. So I use the same brush, but at the other side. And I'm just gonna use NARS Seduction. So it's their little single blush. It's like a very beautiful wine color. And I'm just gonna tap it to the outer cheekbone. And then I like to do a little bit on my nose. Just kind of warms up the face. And finally, I'm going to use the same brush and go in with my MAC Oh Darling highlighter. So this is beautiful golden sheen. I also use this on my wedding day, mixed with a few other different things. Then I'm just going to go like this. Just kind of rub this along my cheekbone, as you can see. But it's natural looking. It's not crazy like a unicorn. Beautiful. All right, so this is my natural contour. I do this basically when I'm going out. I never want to look too crazy, but this is pretty wearable for every day, and it only takes a few products, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. All the products I used today in today's video will be linked below in the description, so check that out. Remember to follow me on Insta and check me out on Facebook. Thanks, guys.